Today on the channel, did you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Well, I have with Batman Michael Keaton edition McFarlane toys.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman unboxing and review. And today we got, for some, the most popular Batman of all time with the Batman Michael Keaton edition. But for all your Batman McFarlane toy needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15%. Yes, 15%. Got to get a deal out there, and that's exactly what I did. Pick this up at jaystoysandgames.com. They got these in stock right now. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what Michael Keaton Batman is up to here today. And Todd McFarlane on the couch, ladies and gentlemen. Todd's not going away just yet, and hopefully he never goes away. But this is the first DC video we've done since, unfortunately, Todd, the unfortunate news that you have lost the license to Mattel. Just tough times. It's tough to fight with those deep pockets over there at Mattel. I totally get it, but I do think there's some major things on the way for McFarlane Toys in the future. Obviously, you got your Spawn brand, you got a lot of in-house brands, and you still got the rest of the year for the DC stuff for sure. But I do think we'll see in the future, I think we'll see some WWE stuff. I really do. I know you always want to take a hot shower whenever we talk WWE, but I know you have the UFC like statues. I can see you doing WWE statues, and I think there would be a market for those out there. So I can see him getting that line. It's an easy one with TKO and the UFC stuff. I could see that happening. I truly think you'll get the Marvel Select figures in the future. Would not be shocked to see another toy line jump and dance your way as well. Can't wait to see what's in your future. I know it's bright. I should put my shades on, that's for sure. But good friend of the channel, Todd McFarlane, a little down in the dumps here from the couch, but we're going to strive on here. We're going to finish out 2025 strong with McFarlane Toys, and then we're going to do pretty strong with Michael Keaton Batman. For a lot of people, this is their Batman. Now, I've always said it. I'm not that old. I'm not that old, folks, but Adam West was my Batman because when I was a very little kid, I was watching the New Adventures of Batman, the Super Friends, of course. That's my first Batman. And then there was the Adam West, Burt Ward, of course, Batman and Robin series way back in the day. That was on reruns when I was a little kid watching stuff, staying home in the summer, not even going to school yet. So that was my first Batman experience. And you always remember your first, as they do say. Now, I was still like, 7, 8 years old or something like this when Batman came with Michael Keaton. I, of course, enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as Adam West. And I understand a whole generation, this is their Batman. I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't like the first movie that much. I bet you I've only seen this version of Batman twice. We'll say twice in my life. One of those was at the theater. So it didn't resonate enough with me where I need to watch it 50 times. Batman Returns, I remember enjoying that. I saw that at the theater as well. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I ever revisited it. I remember it more from, I think, the Super Nintendo game back in the day. I enjoyed that game, and I enjoyed the figures at the time as well. But I've always enjoyed Batman. He's just never been a top 5 superhero for me. But, you know, you like what you like, you don't what you don't. That is for sure. But this figure, gonna check a lot of boxes for a lot of people, myself included, and we'll compare this one to the previous version as well and talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But there's old Batman looking good. Of course, the yellow and black attack, a very cool color, a darker color, of course, for the Dark Knight. A lot of accessories going on in here as well. Batman 89, and the best thing out of 1989 is we all do know, guys. We all know this. We all agree on this. I'm sure you guys do as well. We'll never forget 1989 when the A's won the World Series against the San Francisco Giants in the Subway Series. Oh, shout out to those Oakland A's out there. Should I list off every member of the team? All right, I've done that before. I won't do that here today, but magical time. I still remember myself. I was at my grandma's that weekend for whatever reason, way out in the country. And of course, it was Pacific Coast game, so I was up extremely late. In the country, it was like dark at 7 o'clock, so it's like 10 o'clock at night. It might as well have been 3 in the morning. But I was screaming and yelling, dancing, and jumping up and down on the couch, screaming for Dennis Eckersley. Oh, it was just a magical time for young Kyle. I will never forget. And then about 6 months later, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Hulk Hogan. I said, could this life of mine be any better? Could it be any better? No, it couldn't. That was the zenith right there. That was where it was all downhill after that. But shout out to Batman right there. On the side, Batman once again. And then a very dark Batman on the back over there. How about that? He's coming down with the big wingspan. 22 points of articulation on this bad boy. We know how that rolls by now. Give it the old heave-ho. See you later. Goodbye. And, oh, almost a rookie move right there. See you later. Goodbye. And then, of course, got the McFarlane stand. Oh, yeah. See you later. Goodbye. See you later, goodbye off the screen. DC McFarlane stand. Seen it before. We'll see it again. Let's see what it says on this card here. Batman, 1989. Real name, Bruce Wayne. Having witnessed his parents' brutal murder as a child, millionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne fights crime in Gotham City, disguised as Batman, a costumed hero who strikes fear into the hearts of villains, but when a deformed Batman, and call himself the Joker, seizes control of Gotham City's criminal underworld, Batman must face his most ruthless nemesis ever while protecting both his identity and his love interest, reporter Vicky Vale. Oh, have some history with Vicky Vale as well. A good friend of the channel could maybe tell that story one day. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There it is right there. Batman in the plastic prison, and he is loaded with twist ties. Todd McFarlane, you told me you were doubling down on twist ties. I'm going to speak honest right here. I don't know if this was a good year to double down on twist ties. You could have taken all the twist ties away and probably saved your company $5 million that you could have probably used in that bid for the DC license. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that business hat on. I don't know. But instead, he doubled down on the twist ties, and that's what happens from time to time. But it'll be fun. We'll have a contest at the end of the year. Makes up for all of it, I'm sure. I'm sure it does. But a lot of twist ties going on here. Looks like we're going to have a lot of tape as well by the looks of things. Oh my gosh. Tape for days. Tape for days. And I guess I'll just get this stuff out later. So what do we got going on here? So we got hands. We got two fists of fury. We got an open hand. We got a gripping hand. We got a trigger hand. We get a batarang gun right there. We do got a batarang itself. We got two throwing stars. Oh my gosh, he's throwing some stars. And then we got like a little like cell phone type thing. Is it a detonator? I'm not sure exactly what that is. And then we do get two rods. And apparently these rods he holds onto in his hand. You stick them in the cape, and then he could do that scene where he's kind of rappelling down with his cape. So we got a lot of stuff in here, but it's locked up with some of the most expensive tape known in action figures, the Cambodian tape. Yes, it's the Cambodian tape made from real cannibals out there in Cambodia. The parts they don't eat, they make in and grind up, and they make this sticky tape. It's a game changer, but I hate to think about all the dead bodies that it took to get there. But we'll dive into it. We'll take pictures of all that stuff. But what we really care about the most here is this Batman. And at first I was going to pass on this Batman. I said, you know what? I got the last version that came with the Batmobile. I don't need another version. But on closer inspection, this did come out a little bit better than that one. And like I said, we'll compare it here in a second. But right off the bat, you got the Batman 89 head there. You got the Michael Keaton stoic look right there as well. Piercing eyes back there behind the veil. You got the pointy bat ears at the top. Down into the cowl here, we got the Batman insignia in a very bright yellow. That's one of the things I identify the most with this is the bright yellow bat logo there. Got the ripped up abs, of course, in the suit there. Full on black bodysuit. This has got to be hot. This is like Judas Priest, Rob Halford out there in the sun at Ozfest back in the day. He's got to be just sweating like crazy. I'm sure he is. You do got those spikes there on the forearm. Patented Batman. You do got the gripping hands on both these hands right here. Little looseness in this elbow, and I don't like that right out of the package, that's for sure. You do got a nice bronze belt against the black, kind of breaks up the sculpt a little bit there. Big black boots down to the black shin pads down here as well, looking very, very good. Now, of course, arms do go all the way around on him, bicep cut. Double jointed pinned elbows, of course, hands removable back and forth. Head back and forth, side to side, up and down, looking very good. You do got the hula hoop. You do got the traditional waist. You do get those big old Batman splits. Got to be a split guy right there. Leg goes up, double jointed, pin knees, ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. Usual McFarlane articulation right there. And then you do get the cape, of course. The big cape, of course. We love these soft goods capes for Batman. You do got the little pocket in here to put that piece, so you can splay it out. To me, I don't think I will display him that way. I'll display him more just traditional is how he's going to be in my collection. But as usual, choose your own adventure. do what you want to do with your version of Batman. But he does look very, very nice as far as Batman 89. There's a lot of Batman 89 fans out there. We know how that goes. So I could see people wanting to jump on this one. Still, I do prefer the Adam West costume. Just it reminds me of my childhood more. However, this was in the heart of my childhood as well. It's just more Adam West, I guess, for me as a little kid. Just really brings that one home. But this one, fun nonetheless. And I did say we'll compare it to the other one. This is the one that came with the Batmobile. A little different cape. I actually prefer the material of this cape over this one. This is almost like paper. This is almost like a real cloth cape, so I do like that. Unfortunately, my bat ears are bent in because I had this one stored in my Batmobile, and it just kind of warped his ears a little bit. Nothing a little heat can't fix there, of course. But a very similar but different, more cake in the face. He's got like makeup. It looks like it's caked on there. The Batman insignia is definitely different. I do prefer the bright yellow on this. Reminds me of the Toy Biz one way back in the day. Shout out to that action figure line. Definitely a different bat utility belt, but very similar between the two. You can't really go wrong either way. This one will probably end up staying inside my Batmobile and falling over maybe. He'll stay inside my Batmobile, where this will be the one I have displayed out on the shelf, I think is the way I'm going to do. This wave also had some more recent Batman figures, the recent Scaregirl and stuff. I did pass on all those. I just don't resonate with those movies for whatever reason. I don't even think I ever saw those movies, to be honest with you. No, I did. I saw the Christian Bale ones. I didn't see the Rob Pattinson ones, at least not yet. Maybe one day. But I had to get this one. The rest I could just let slide on by. And maybe you could too. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But there it is, Michael Keaton, Batman 89. What's your thoughts on this figure? Is it worth a pickup for you? Easy pass? Long game? No game? Well, let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Videos every single day, 4 to be exact, between both channels. Appreciate all the support out there. Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and of course, now on TikTok. So for Batman, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.